Dear learners, welcome to today's session. Our discussion will focus on experimental research, concept, characteristics, types, designs, and examples. Dear all, please watch the entire video and note key points. MCQs based on the presentation will follow, so ensure you view it fully. Let us first try to understand the concept of experimental research. Experimental research is a cornerstone of scientific inquiry in education, allowing researchers to establish cause and effect relationships by manipulating variables and observing their impact. Experimental research involves the deliberate manipulation of one or more independent variables to observe the effect on dependent variables. It tests hypotheses under controlled conditions to establish causal relationships between variables. Independent variable, I, the variable manipulated by the researcher. Dependent variable, D, the variable affected by the manipulation of the independent variable. Control, the process of eliminating or minimizing external factors that could influence the dependent variable. For example, a researcher might investigate the effect of a specific teaching method, independent variable, on students' academic performance, dependent variable. Dear students, from the slide, we can conclude that experimental research is a method used to study cause and effect relationships by deliberately manipulating an independent variable, example teaching method, and observing its impact on a dependent variable, example academic performance, under controlled conditions. Characteristics of experimental research. 1. Controlled conditions. The researcher controls the environment to minimize extraneous variables that may interfere with the results. 2. Manipulation of variables. At least one independent variable is systematically manipulated. 3. Randomization. Participants are randomly assigned to groups to ensure each group is statistically equivalent. 4. Replication. The experiment can be repeated to confirm reliability and validity. 5. Hypothesis testing. The research aims to test specific hypotheses about the relationship between variables. 6. Cause and effect relationship. Experimental research seeks to determine causality. Dear students, from the second slide, we can conclude that experimental research is characterized by controlled conditions, manipulation of variables, randomization, replication, hypothesis testing, and determining cause and effect relationships. Types designs of experimental research. Experimental research can be classified based on the level of control and manipulation involved. 1. True experimental design. True experiments provide the highest level of control and are considered the gold standard for establishing causality. Key features: random assignment, manipulation of independent variable, and control group. Examples: pretest-post-test control group design. Participants are pretested, exposed to treatment, and post-tested. Post-test-only control group design. Only post-tests are conducted after the intervention. Salomon-4 group design combines the pretest-post-test and post-test-only designs to control for testing effects. 4 groups are used. 2. Quasi-experimental design. Quasi-experiments lack random assignment, making them less rigorous but more practical for real-world educational settings. Key features: non-randomized groups but manipulation of independent variable. Examples: non-equivalent groups design. Pre-existing groups are used instead of random assignment. Time series design. Multiple observations are made before and after the treatment. 3. Pre-experimental design. These designs lack rigor due to the absence of randomization and control groups. Key features: simplistic structure, often used for preliminary studies. Examples: one-shot case study. A single group is exposed to treatment, and outcomes are measured. One-group pretest-post-test design. A single group is pretested, exposed to treatment, and post-tested. 4. Factorial design. Factorial designs involve studying the effects of two or more independent variables simultaneously. Example: investigating the combined effect of teaching methods and class size on student achievement. Steps in conducting experimental research. 1. Identify the research problem, clearly define the problem and objectives of the study. 2. Formulate a hypothesis, develop a testable statement predicting the relationship between variables. 3. Design the experiment, choose an appropriate experimental design based on the objectives. 4. Select participants, use randomization or select pre-existing groups, depending on the design. 5. Implement the treatment, administer the intervention or manipulation of the independent variable. 6. Collect data, measure the dependent variable using valid and reliable tools. 7. Analyze data, apply statistical techniques to test the hypothesis. 8. Interpret results, draw conclusions based on the findings and relate them to the hypothesis. 9. Report findings, share the results in a structured format, emphasizing implications and limitations. Advantages of experimental research. 1. Establishes causality, provides strong evidence for cause and effect relationships. 2. Replicability, experiments can be replicated to confirm results. 3. Control over variables, allows researchers to isolate specific variables. 4. Objective data collection, data is collected in a systematic and standardized manner. Dear viewers, let's solve some important multiple-choice questions based on the presentation. 1. What is the primary goal of experimental research? A. To describe phenomena. B. To determine cause and effect relationships. C. To explore correlations. D. To test theoretical frameworks. Answer: B. To determine cause and effect relationships. 2. Which of the following is a characteristic of true experimental research? A. Lack of control over variables. B. Absence of randomization. C. Manipulation of independent variables. D. Focus on qualitative analysis. Answer: C. Manipulation of independent variables. 3. In the pretest-post-test control group design, what is measured? A. Only the effect of the pretest. B. The difference between pretest and post-test scores. C. Randomization techniques. D. Only the treatment effect without pretesting. Answer: B. The difference between pretest and post-test scores. 4. Which design combines pretest, post-test and post-test only methods? A. Factorial design. B. Salomon four-group design. C. Non-equivalent groups design. D. Interrupted time series design. Answer: B. Salomon four-group design. 5. What differentiates a factorial design from other experimental designs? A. It focuses on a single independent variable. B. It studies the interaction of multiple independent variables. C. It does not require a control group. D. It avoids pretesting altogether. Answer: B. It studies the interaction of multiple independent variables. 6. Which type of experimental design is often used for exploratory or pilot studies? A. Pre-experimental design. B. True experimental design. C. Quasi-experimental design. D. Factorial design. Answer: A. Pre-experimental design. 7. In which experimental design are participants assigned to groups without randomization? A. True experimental design. B. Quasi-experimental design. C. Pre-experimental design. D. Matched groups design. Answer: B. Quasi-experimental design. 8. What is the key feature of a matched groups design? A. Randomized assignment of participants. B. Matching participants on specific characteristics. C. Observing a single group over time. D. Testing multiple variables simultaneously. Answer B. Matching participants on specific characteristics. 9. Which of the following is not a type of experimental design? A. Non-equivalent groups design. B. Historical analysis. C. Factorial design. D. Counterbalanced design. Answer B. Historical analysis. 10. The Pretest-Post control group design is best suited for A. Observational studies. B. Establishing causal relationships. C. Exploratory research. D. Qualitative data collection. Answer B. Establishing causal relationships. 11. In a Salomon for group design, how many groups receive the treatment? ACE 1. B 2. C 3. D 4. Answer B 2. 12. Which type of design is most commonly used to test educational interventions? A. One group Pretest-Post design. B. Interrupted time series design. C. Pretest-Post control group design. D. One-shot case study design. Answer C. Pretest-Post control group design. Thank you, don't miss out. Subscribe now to my YouTube channel, Education and Teacher Education, for insightful content and valuable resources.